After founding the city of Rome, how did Romulus shape its destiny? Rome's story begins with its first king, surrounded by challenges and ambition. A quick look back at Romulus' founding of Rome, the city born from resilience. Now, we explore how Romulus set the stage for Rome's expansion and governance. From building alliances to waging wars, Romulus carved Rome's path to greatness. Let's dive into the early days of Rome's first king and his vision for the city. Rome's early settlers were a mix of outcasts, fugitives, and exiles. Romulus created an open-door policy to attract people from neighboring regions. Rome became a haven for those seeking a fresh start or escaping persecution. This unconventional population would form the backbone of Rome's beginnings. From these humble origins, Rome began to grow into a thriving city. Now, let's explore how Romulus structured this fledgling society. Romulus established a council of 100 men, known as the Senate or Patres. The Senate served as advisors to Romulus, influencing key decisions. These early senators, called patricians, laid the foundation for Roman governance. Through the Senate, Romulus ensured stability and organization in his city. This council was instrumental in shaping Rome's political future. Next, we'll see how Romulus organized the Roman people into tribes. To bring order, Romulus divided the population into tribes based on kinship. This system created a sense of unity among Rome's diverse inhabitants. He also formed the first legions, consisting of 3,000 infantry and 300 cavalry. The legions ensured Rome's defense and established its military tradition. This organization laid the groundwork for Rome's future military success. But a major issue remained: the lack of women in Rome. Rome's early population was predominantly male, creating a demographic crisis. Romulus sought intermarriage alliances, but neighboring tribes refused. Without women, Rome's future seemed uncertain. This challenge led Romulus to devise a bold and controversial plan. A grand festival was announced to lure neighboring tribes to Rome. What followed would forever shape Rome's early identity. During the festival, Roman men abducted the visiting Sabine women. The event, later called the Rape of the Sabine Women, caused outrage. The women, though initially horrified, were promised respect and marriage. Over time, they grew to accept their role in building Rome's future. This act secured the survival and expansion of Rome's population. However, it also led to conflict with the Sabine tribes. Furious, the Sabines launched an attack to reclaim their women. They bribed a Roman girl, Tarpeia, to open the gates of the citadel. Tarpeia betrayed Rome but was killed by the Sabines upon entry. This act of betrayal became a cautionary tale in Roman history. With the gates open, the Sabines and Romans prepared for battle. The stage was set for a decisive confrontation. The battle was fierce, with both sides showing strength and determination. The Sabine women intervened, pleading for peace between their fathers and husbands. Their bravery and unity halted the fighting, paving the way for negotiations. Both sides recognized the value of cooperation over continued conflict. The intervention of the Sabine women became a powerful symbol of reconciliation. This led to a lasting alliance between the two peoples. A peace agreement was reached, uniting the Romans and Sabines under joint rule. Romulus shared power with Sabine king Titus Tatius. This partnership strengthened Rome's political and social structure. New tribes were formed, incorporating both Roman and Sabine populations. Together, they laid the foundation for a stronger and more diverse Rome. But this peace would soon face challenges with the death of Titus Tatius. The integration of the Sabines brought new energy and diversity to Rome. Romulus organized the expanded population into new tribes and social groups. This further solidified Rome's structure and set the stage for continued growth. Together, Romans and Sabines began building a united and prosperous city. The blending of cultures became a defining characteristic of early Rome. But this unity would soon face challenges with the death of Titus Tatius. Tragedy struck when Sabine king Titus Tatius died under mysterious circumstances. With his passing, Romulus became the sole ruler of Rome. This marked a turning point, as Rome's unified identity began to take shape. Romulus now had the opportunity to expand and strengthen the city further. Rome emerged as a powerful and cohesive entity under his leadership. Let's explore Romulus' military campaigns and his drive for expansion. Romulus led numerous military campaigns against neighboring tribes. These wars expanded Rome's territory and established its dominance in the region. Key victories against Latin cities solidified Rome's position as a rising power. Romulus' strategic and aggressive approach earned him both respect and fear. Through conquest, he laid the foundations for Rome's military tradition. Now, let's evaluate Romulus' legacy as a leader of early Rome. Romulus was a complex figure, blending military genius with controversial tactics. His leadership ensured Rome's survival and initial success. Yet his methods, such as the abduction of the Sabine women, remained divisive. Romulus' strength and strategy became the blueprint for future Roman rulers. His contributions to governance and expansion were critical to Rome's rise. But his life ended as mysteriously as it began, with his disappearance in a storm. One day, while reviewing his troops, Romulus vanished during a violent storm. Some believed he was taken by the gods and deified as Quirinus. Others suspected foul play, possibly at the hands of the Senate. His disappearance became a legend, adding to his mystique as Rome's founder. Romulus' deification reflected the importance of myth in Roman identity. Now, let's reflect on his legacy before moving on to Rome's next chapter. Romulus shaped Rome's foundations politically, militarily, and socially. His leadership turned a small settlement into a growing power in central Italy. Rome's early history reflects the importance of resilience and ambition. In the next episode, we'll explore the reign of Rome's second king, Numa Pompilius. Discover how Numa transformed Rome from a city of warriors into one of devotion. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for more on Rome's history.